does these things at 6:45?
Adam Curry, John C. Dvorak.
It's Thursday, August 27th, 2015. Time once again for your Gitmo Nation Media Assassination Episode 751.
This is No Agenda.
Kicking off the I Love Laundry Tour and broadcasting from a live remote in FEMA Region 6 in the capital of the Drone Star State. In the morning, everybody, I'm Adam Curry.
And from northern Silicon Valley, where the traffic's backed up, I'm John C. Dvorak.
It's Crackpot and Buzzkill in the morning.
And then that's it. Weather and traffic on the 8s with John C. Dvorak.
The traffic's backed up.
Yeah. Well, John, here we are. The inaugural...
Wait, let me set the stage.
Yes. Set it.
You're out in the sticks doing a remote.
Kind of in the sticks. Yeah, kind of.
Well, you're in a park.
I am. I am in McKinney Falls State Park here in
there's
in
probably
Texas.
sticks all over the place.
There's tons of sticks everywhere. Yes, so the I Love Laundry Tour vehicle was acquired on Tuesday. And I immediately took it out to the park, and I've been here since then. Yeah.
Are you alone?
I am alone, yes. But I have had a visitor. Not last night. I have had a visitor.
It's like one of those trailers behind the prison.
Yeah, conjugal visit trailer. Exactly.
Wow.
No, but I think it's going to be great, John. I'm very bullish on the tour. This
you finally got him out of the trailer.
Yeah, finally you have your wish.
My dreams come true.
So of course. It's still about 98, 99 degrees during the day here in Texas. And
should have headed, I don't know what to tell you.
No. This is just the test, but it's good, so I know what it's like to operate it in
worst case scenario.
Heat. Worst case scenario. So I kept the air conditioner on all morning, got it to like nice 68 degrees, and now, of course, I had to turn it off. Now, the Airstream has these vents that suck air out, and I've got all the shades down, so hopefully we'll be okay. Keep it cool, at least for the broadcast.
Well, 3 hours, yeah, your coolness will last about 40 minutes max.
Yeah, we may be turning the air back on later, or I'll be taking off my pants, whichever comes first.
Yeah, well, probably the pants first, then the air.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, prepping.
Tell us a little bit about the trailer.
Okay, this is a Airstream Flying Cloud 23D, as in Delta.
So it's a 23-footer.
23-footer, exactly.
The D stands for what, dining room?
I think it does. Dinette, that means the dinette is in the front, with the, if you've ever seen the new Airstreams, with the big, beautiful picture windows, and it has a bed in the corner in the back. I have to say, this thing is put together really well. Having, the last time we did the Hot Pockets tour, hauled around that formaldehyde trailer, which was, now granted, it was a 19-footer with a slide out, but I could live in this. I could really see myself doing it.
Yeah, I can too.
And the kicker, so it has a TV built in, and you get this little crank, and the antenna comes up, which I always thought was just kind of bogus, but I'd forgotten all about the transition to digital of the over-the-air broadcast. It must have 50 channels of television here.
If you're yes, digital is fantastic.
The only problem is 40 of them are in Spanish.
Apparently the Spanish and the Chinese and the Vietnamese have taken advantage of this these little bitty sub-channels, because you can get if you get like a channel, like channel 4, you can actually divide that up into 5 channels. That's true, and it's very confusing.
And they do it. Yeah, as I was flipping through it, you have it'll be channel 18-1-2-3. So they are indeed multicasting, multiple languages. At least I get the big networks, and I get PBS. Also, a lot of home shopping still on the over-the-air digital. I thought that had all gone away.
Oh, no. When I crank mine up to my over-the-air, I do a scan every so often to update the channels.
Right.
Because they do change, actually, Probably more than you'd think.
Oh, really?
I get like 96 channels from here.
I'm telling you, it's phenomenal how much you get. Not that there's really anything interesting on, but at least I could watch a news hour and some of the essentials. But yeah, I'm really happy. I'll probably do a little walkthrough video. Maybe not this time, but maybe next time we pull out. Because I'm thinking, John, around the end of the second week of September, I hit the road and head off towards Colorado, Yellowstone, keep moving up, and maybe do the Calgary run.
Well, get your Yellowstone out of the way before it gets too cold.
Yeah, I don't want to be hauling this thing in the snow. That's for sure.
Well, actually, if you're going to be out in September, you're catching the fall. You get the colors. You could maybe get the Calgary. I would still say Edmonton would be my target.
Edmonton. Okay. But, yeah, very happy, and thank you all for all I must have 40 different invites already. People telling me that I can, drop by, get a free hookup, take a shower, lots
free
of...
what?
Hookup?
Oh, hookup.
Yeah, with, power and water.
I said hooker.
No, but they have offered weed. Surprising number.
Colorado.
It's like I'm getting it from everywhere. Hey man, you want some weed? Come on, drop that thing over here. Yeah, excellent.
Trackers every once in a while.
I'm sorry.
Check it for trackers.
Trackers?
Yeah, somebody goes up there and you slap a little tracker on there.
I was contemplating
white kind of following you around for some unknown reason.
I've been contemplating just adding an APRS beacon to it, so that it can be so we can track the progress.
Well, you might as well go. You might as well. Somebody else is going to be doing it anyway,
right?
Yeah.
So you don't have to stick any magnetic GPS things on it. Don't worry about it. We'll track it through radio, and also it'd be interesting to see how well APRS works, which is ham radio. Short messaging service, and it can send out the location. You can track it on aprs.fi, Fox India. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that'd be great, actually. In case all of a sudden you disappear, we'll know where the trailer is anyway.
Exactly. You'll at least have an idea where I was supposed to be. Technical aspects of the show. So we have the mobile rig set up here on the dinette. I tweeted out a picture. You can take a look at that. And running everything on because this is the park, the state park. And the national parks, state parks, they don't really have any Wi-Fi coverage. You can get it at the campgrounds. So this does have there's a Wi-Fi access point somewhere at the entrance to the park. I had this right now running on the T-Mobile on the iPhone 6. I have LTE 2 bars, but I have on order the booster that we talked about, and I'm also going to get the Verizon MiFi, because Verizon seems to have the best coverage, and all the way into Yellowstone. And I have no idea how to work in Canada if we get up there.
Same thing.
But I'm reasonably impressed with how well this works. I mean, I was getting 5 megabits down, 5 megabits up last night. Until you can tell that people are sucking down Netflix or doing something. It just crunches down to about a little under 1 megabit per second. But I tested the same time yesterday. I tested everything when the jingles were working, which aren't working right now, and the speed was good because I guess everyone's off at work, etc. So.
I noticed this with Horowitz. I do that in just about movie watching time.
Oh, really? That's probably not such a good idea then. You should do it a different time.
Well, he actually works for a living.
Oh, John, I have good news.
Good news, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right. Here's your good news. As you know, the brain professor moved to California. And I don't think the brain professor will ever talk to me again after the tirade against him on the last episode. He should be ashamed of
himself for giving you crap in public.
I agree. I
thought you two were like buddies in a very pleasant way, in a private level.
Yeah, sure. And then
he comes out and just does this on Facebook. It's terrible.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's the bad form.
So I met he and his wife. Were a part of the full-on Obama bot dinner team. Of course, since they moved away, we really haven't had any Obot dinners. However, Lori to the rescue. Lori and her husband Mark, they're the instigators of the Obama bot dinners.
The artist.
Yes, the artist. have now invited me to a new Obama bot dinner on Monday. And guess who's coming to dinner?
Guess who's coming? Sidney Poitier is the only thing to answer to that question.
Dave Stewart. That's
the rocker?
No. That is the guy.
No, wait, the baseball pitcher.
No, you have one more try.
Dave Stewart. The Democrat.
No. This is the scientist who cracked the Mayan code.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And his wife Carolyn Porter, she is the chief fundraiser for UT for the McDonald Observatory. So I'm thinking I can probably get into the observatory, park the Airstream out front.
That'd be great.
So we got to think about what I'm gonna talk with this Dave Stewart guy. I want to talk about.
Well, I don't know. Is he? What's his politics?
I don't know. Please.
Okay, you're right. He's
Come on.
Austin. Yeah.
How about I start off?
He's a religious scientist.
How about-
Science is religion.
How about
religion
I start off?
Science.
I'll start off with this. Hey, man, what did that code say?
The code said the Mayans were pretty nasty.
We'll find out. Okay, so that.
Again, I'm talking about the Mayans for starters. You don't want to get carried away. He's never heard the show. Well, you're probably listening to this one.
He might. Yeah. You know, as a preamble, he probably doesn't understand the Obama bot part, but you know, he'll learn. Okay.
Yeah.
Do we want to start off with the obvious?
Or the shooting?
Yeah.
Well, I guess we have to. I don't think we have much of a choice. I don't really, the funny thing was I never picked up a clip that introduces the whole thing. Let me take a look. I do have one clip, which I thought was interesting, which is something that wasn't quite...
Well, but let's, since we don't have an actual setup, just from my vantage point where I was sitting in the trailer, going through as much stuff as possible, pretty quickly I got the videos that he had made himself and posted, I think, to Facebook and to Twitter. These videos were, first of all, I had a strange flashback to, was it Doom or Castle Wolfenstein?
Doom.
Yeah, I mean, now do you think he was holding a camera? It almost looked like a body camera.
Well, somebody suggested it might be a GoPro.
Oh, okay. Here's the thing there are two things that bother me with this video, and really, there's a lot of false flag, it's all fake. Maybe, I don't know. It's kind of irrelevant.
We can't conclude that yet.
But it doesn't even matter because.
And what's the point?
The obvious actions are being undertaken anyway. Get rid of guns, et cetera, et cetera. But the things that bother me was
they turned it into a campaign speech.
Of course. Actually, you know what? Why don't I play this, because this is worth some ridicule. This is the president.
It breaks my heart every time you read about or hear about these kinds of incidents. What we know is that the number of people who die from gun-related incidents around this country dwarfs any deaths that happen through terrorism.
Now, that sets himself up for ridicule.
Stop 1 second. Yes. Stop 1 second. Let's at least tell people that might be in Lithuania what are we talking about here.
Okay.
Let me wrap it with this. There was a horrendous live on the air shooting of a pretty little reporter, a blonde, interviewing some woman about local tourism.
Yeah, from the Chamber of Commerce.
And a cameraman and some guy who...
I'm sorry. John, stop. A photographer. I
don't get that, by the way.
Thank you. Since when did cameraman become photographer or shooter? Funny enough, we often call cameramen shooters. Maybe not so politically correct in this case.
Cameraman's what they're called in the business.
Yeah, but now they're photographers all of a sudden.
Yeah, everybody's calling this a photographer.
Maybe this is some kind of...
And people in the industry calling him a photographer.
Is this like a union thing, or what do you think? What do you think that stems from?
Code. Yeah. Now that you mention it, I noticed it too.
It bothered me immediately.
Until now, thought it was a code word for something. So that's fishy. That's a real problem.
Well, yeah.
And let me finish the story. There was a reporter there named Bryce something or other that's his stage
name. Bryce Williams.
Bryce Williams was it wasn't Williams, was it?
I think it is.
I have his name written down a couple of times.
Pretty sure it is. Well, that's not his real name. His real name
His real name is something else. I do have one clip of. Anyway, so this guy apparently was a hothead, bipolar, who knows what.
Gay black man. If they could have added Jewish in there, it would have been the trifecta. But they couldn't do it.
He was fired, and then he came back to get his revenge. It's Bryce Williams. You're right, it's Williams.
Yeah.
I do have this. I have two clips about this.
Well, before you move on, let me just say about the statement the president made. Hold on.
Gun-related incidents around this country dwarfs any deaths that happen through terrorism.
Yeah, why don't we get rid of automobiles? Because they dwarf everything.
Yes.
Why is he dumb? Why would he use that? Why does he compare guns to terrorism?
Maybe they're trying to transition the emphasis with the FBI and the wiretaps and everything else back toward the public rather than toward trying to find terrorists, because they're having a crappy time of that. They can't find too many terrorists in the country. They have to create them. I don't know. This whole thing seems like a bigger scheme, a giant scheme.
Also, he said gun-related instead of hate-related or crazy.
Insanity-related.
Or how about drug-related? He was apparently the station, after they fired him and he sued the station, they settled, so he did get money out of the deal. They said, you really need to seek medical attention for your anger issues.
Yes.
And here's
not overly reported.
Here's a question. On all of these antidepressants, which he may have been on, we just don't know yet.
And we'll never find out?
The side effects... I have a question for you. The side effects of these SSRIs, pretty much all of them say you may have suicidal thoughts or thoughts of suicide. Shouldn't one of the disclaimers be you may have thoughts of murdering people?
I don't think they want to put that on there.
No, I don't. No, I know, but it's something to ponder.
Well, they at least should mention violence.
No, okay, there you go.
Violence toward others. That would be a good thing to put on there.
Okay, did you have a clip you wanted to start with?
They never get into this. The news, we've talked about this before. We'll talk about it again, and everyone who listens to the show knows that